thing is come too wavy. I gotta protect my C-color girl that wanna have my babies play me.
Would you be sad, Noah, if somebody stole your toilet paper?
No, I think it would. I think I wouldn't mind. I got a lot of questions about what's my daily life, what I'm doing, and today we'll take you and invite you to the daily life of Nomad. These Nomad stories are kind of episodes where we are documenting the whole process. I'm not selling anything. I don't have any course to sell, but I just want to invite you and document how it is to be a Danish guy, originally from Iran, but living here in Denmark, born here and raised here, and running 8 different companies, how it is to start it off from the scratch, because we are all the time we're building new companies. Just 2 weeks ago we signed some hotels and now we are hotel owners. So what's the whole process? What are we doing? How is it with the revenue? What's going up? What's going down? Firing some people, hiring new people. We have 2 salespeople who are starting this week and one of them already started. So what's going on? There's a lot of things happening and we just switched office 4 times in less than a year. So right now, I think we're in the most prime time of the whole Nomad stories and the Nomad companies that are being founded, and I'm the CEO and the founder of the companies. But we'll meet with Jasper, my partner. He's at the office right now with the whole sales team and the rest of the employees. We'll pick him up. The clock is almost 10. Then we'll meet with Lukas, my second partner, who is out with the furnishing team and furnishing the hotel. We're getting live next week with 63 rooms and they're already bookable. So we have a time schedule that has to be made and we have to make sure that we can get all the rooms furnished without running out of time. So today we'll go through that, and I'm so excited to take you with me and document the whole things. We are also having some exciting meetings today, so a lot of things are happening right now. After the media have been writing noise as it is opening some hotels, we got a lot of offers, a lot of people that wants to collab and work with us, and we're just appreciating that, and will be an exciting day. So I think we should get the day started. It's gonna be an amazing day. There's sun outside. We couldn't be more happy than what we are, right? We have the car parked there. We're picking up Jasper now, and then we're going to the hotel.
Let's go. Okay, Noah, tell me, what is the quote of the day? Because last time you forgot.
Last time I forgot. Hard work is not always the right solution.
Hard work is not always the right solution.
A lot of people are talking about hard work, but sometimes you just have to be smart. It's not always about hard work. I used to work hard a lot, but now I'm not working as many hours as I used to because I've automated everything. So smart work is much better than hard work. I think the bigger my company got, the more money that we start making, the smarter decisions I start taking. I mean, I'm trying to not involve myself much in the day-to-day things. So I'm more focused on expanding the company, but still have a finger on everything. But
Okay. So Noah, tell us, as a 22-year-old that is watching this channel right now and feel like they are stuck in life, don't feel like they don't know what they want to do in life, could you give us some
just start.
some help?
Just start. I mean,
start?
Yeah, just start. Especially if you're living in Europe or something like Denmark. What's the worst thing that can happen? There's always opportunities here in these countries. That's something for sure. Yeah, I just started and then I went full time and did. Yeah, a lot of people are scared of going full time. I understand these people that has a lot of responsibilities. I moved out at the age of 19, and had a quite expensive rent from the beginning. But I always thought, if I can't go full time in something, then I don't see a business plan in it. Why should I go part time until I got some clients in something and then suddenly go full time? That's not the way things work. So, but if you go full time, there's like more than, and you spend more than 150, 200 hours in a month in something, then the potential is big.
That's good. That's really good.
And I used to work really hard in the beginning. I still do, but I used to work many more hours than what I do now. We should go this way. Yeah, let's go this way. But now I'm just much more smarter with my time because there's so many companies. And I know a lot of people are saying more companies, more headache. Yeah, that's true. When you're a CEO, there's always a shit at your table. And it's just different from day to day how big that shit is. But every day there's something that you need to think about, something you need to know, what should we do with that, or what should we do with this. I mean, every day there's something that you need to relate to and kind of solve. So it's just being a problem solver. That's the more successful you get, the more problems you have to solve, and that's just how things work out. But I think in Denmark or in Europe at least, I haven't seen anyone doing the same kind of business models that we're doing. Most of the people are digital, making money digital online in some kind of way.
As an entrepreneur who's been in business for 2 years now,
Yeah.
what was have you ever had a moment where you felt like giving up this dream?
Yeah, many times.
Many times?
Many times.
Do you have one specific one?
Yeah, I mean, we had some court cases, and being a 20-year-old having court cases, and you suddenly have to speak with. Now I have a really really clever lawyer, and I'm super happy to have him. But being an entrepreneur and having these court cases, someone trying to sue you for things, and things not going really well, you spend all your private money. I don't have any investors in any of my companies, but spending your whole savings and then things are not going as you expected. We had some times where I thought this was collapsing. At least my partners. That's what the best thing they say about me is always, Noah will always find a solution. I always in the beginning actually let's stop here, because as you see there's written 4 here.
4?
Yeah, this way. Look, Kevin. Here, there's written 4. This was my first apartment in Kronprinsenskade 4-1. First floor was my first apartment that I moved in at the age of 18, 19. And then this was my first office. No,
Here?
Second office. Yeah. And there was written Nomad Properties, and that was, as you see here, it's a prime location. I mean, this is in the inner city center.
Right in the city center.
Yeah, that was our first private office. It was, because the first office we used to sit at was my home office. The gym was an office that we used to work from. And then the second office was a shared office, really tiny, smaller than my bedroom, that we used to sit in, me, Lukas, and Jasper. And then we moved into here, and we were here for like 4 months, and then things just exploded.
Hey,
Jasper, we're waiting for you. We're downstairs.
I am on my way down.
All right, see you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Hey.
Bye. We forgot to pick up a coffee for both me and Jasper, and you, Kevin. And
We'll get it
Lucas.
later.
But we'll get it later. Yeah,
No rush.
we'll get it later. But as you see, the place where there's written Klosterborn, I actually think that guy coming with the lunch is actually for our office. So we're getting lunch delivered every day at 10:30, 11. It's quite important for me to. I try to give as much as possible for my employees. So we're eating breakfast together. We're having lunch together, paid by the company, which is not really allowed because employees should pay themselves. But we are doing this as a kind of bonus. And then we are having the fridge filled with all kind of sodas, whatever they want. Some people want coconut water, some people want Coke, whatever they want, Pepsi, Fanta. We're having everything for them. Jasper's coming there.
Ho.
He looks great today, right?
Always.
He always looks great. Good morning, Jasper.
Guys, good morning.
Good morning.
How are we doing today?
Doing good.
We are always doing good.
That is great to
On
hear.
the way to the hotel. How's it going at the office?
Busy. The new sales team is crushing it, so
They're doing well.
yes, there's 2 new sales guys, so
There's-
lots to learn.
There's always high and low season in all kind of businesses, and our high season is luckily while the weather is good. So it's called from March, April, May, June, July, August, and September is high season for all our kind of businesses. We don't really have a low season, only for the hotel, and also maybe yes for the summer house company where we're managing private people's summer houses. We also do have low season. Thank you for the woman giving us space. She was not really happy. All right. But yeah, what I was saying is we're getting close to high season. I actually need to show a picture while driving, because
While driving?
while driving, look, we yesterday we got a booking 5 nights for 25,000. That's such a high EDR. This is for the hotel, right? So we're getting a daily turnover of 500,000, which is a lot of money, 500,000 Danish crowns.
A daily turnover.
Daily turnover of 500,000 Danish crowns, and that's without the cleaning company and without the homes, without us selling apartments. So that's only with the hotel, private people's summer houses that we are managing. So that's quite a high daily turnover, and that's based on it's getting to be summer right now. I mean, the summer houses, the holiday homes, and the hotels are getting booked now. So it's an exciting times that we're getting ahead.
So Jasper,
Yes, sir.
what is the quote of the day?
The quote of the day. I would say it's do whatever makes you happy.
Okay.
Do
You had
whatever
a really
makes
good
you
one.
happy.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes.
But why?
Because what matters the most is that you're happy in your daily life. If
Are you happy
whether
at the
it's-
moment?
I'm very happy at the moment.
Are you happy because
We
you're
are-
sitting in the car with us, or
I'm
why are you
sitting
happy?
in the car. I'm becoming best friends with my partner, and the sun is shining. We're going to one of our new hotels.
Yeah.
1 out of 3 hotels.
Yes.
I don't know why I shouldn't be happy.
I was speaking with Kevin about the hardest time while we started the company was probably when everything was kind of new. We were 5 months into the process and everything was like almost giving up. We had some cases at a young age. It's not really fun to sit with a lawyer trying to save you from some people trying to sue you. And we had some of our biggest cleaning companies that we were companies that we were cleaning for, some of the biggest restaurants and coffees were not really happy. We lost some apartments as well. Things were not really going as we expected, and it was low season, so it couldn't be worse. Oh, sorry, I need to get in front of this guy. But now we are getting. I mean, we had a few 5 months that was really, really bad, where it was not really fun to be at the office. Jasper, me, and Lukas was always staying until late, eating dinner at the office at that time. But now tables have turned, and we made a really good plan. By then, we used to every day sit in front of the screen, and then we were presenting the different numbers, and I was trying to find holes and ways where we could find a solution. But now we're here, and things are going really well.
Nice. So Noah and Jasper, could you tell us a little bit about, for those 22 years old who's trying to start their dream as an entrepreneur, who's facing difficulty in their niche, how do you keep your head cold in these difficult situations?
Should I start?
Yeah.
And then you can think about it out of my answer. No. I used to say something actually to the whole office. We had a period where we were not paying salary for me, Jasper, and Lukas, and things were not really well, and we actually had a lot of employees. So I had a presentation and saying to people, I can do my best to make it the nicest office where you get everything paid by the company, lunch, breakfast, soda, but I expect you guys to give it 100%. And while we were facing difficulties, I always used to say, the window is not here twice. There is only one winter, there's only one low season. The high season will be there, but what we can at least do when it's low season is give it 100%. Because during low season, for most companies, people are just, it's still 9 to 5, we're just leaving at 5, because it's not their responsibility, they don't care about the problems. But here we have more involved, every employee. People knew that we were not paying salary for me, Jasper, and Lukas. They knew it.
They knew it.
We told them. And it's not a usual thing that you tell them. We showed the numbers. Listen, we didn't show what's in the bank, but we showed them, listen, this company is losing a lot of money right now. We need to do some changes. Either we fix it, or it will start causing damage to the employees, and we will have to let go of some employees. And out of that presentation, actually the same day, we were seeing really good results.
So you sacrifice yourself for your employees.
Yeah, we always do. And I always say to my employees, you are my first priority. My employees will always be more important than any business partner. I don't care about any business partner. If someone is speaking bad to my employee, or if I feel some kind of disrespect for any of my employees will always be my first priority and the last one. So I'll always prioritize them first, and there is nothing that will be before them. That's who we are representing as a company.
Could you tell us a little bit why it is so important to prioritize your employees?
Yeah, I can say it really quickly. The way you look at a company's success is by seeing how long time they have their employees. And I would say, I'm proud to say that we have all our employees. Of course, we have let go some of them, but all of them that are still here has been here for a really long time, and all of them are happy. So, and they're doing a good job. The way you don't always find good people for a company. You have to train them, make them happy, and then I promise you that they will make you happy as well. We always try to make it a nice place to be, so people always do their absolute best. Most companies, people are just coming and leaving because it's just what they have to do in order to get money. Jasper, let's get to you.
I would say the truth behind running your own business, whether it's in the first month or it's in after 10 years, there will always be some issues. There will always be some problems at your table. You just need to you just need to handle those problems. So if it seems rough in the beginning, you will get used to it. Noah and I still today have a lot of difficulties and issues on our table. We will handle them. You get better at handling all these issues, but they will never stop. So if you think it's hard now, it will only get harder. The bigger your company will get, the more issues there will be. So yeah, I would just say keep going to the ones just starting out, because you'll get used to handling all the pressure and all
And
the
you'll be better at
issues.
handling them, right?
Yeah.
You'll be much better. It will be easier to handle the issues.
The first time you have some big issues, you think your world is going down and everything, you're going to quit, because what can you do? But the more times you overcome these issues, the better you get, and you see, okay, actually I've tried this multiple times before, nothing happened, I fixed the issues. So just keep going. There will always be a new brick wall to run down.
This is the hotel. As you see, there's a sign. We just arrived. We're speaking the whole way to the hotel. But there is a hotel.
It's called yapping.
It's called
yapping.
Yapping.
Yeah.
There is a hotel sign. It was the former Euro Globe. That was what it was called. As you see, if I stop, you can see some maintenance people actually working here downstairs on the ground floor level. They are working because that has to be hotel rooms. You see one guy's painting. I don't know what he's doing, fixing some lights. But
This is it?
yeah, there will be a new beautiful sign saying Nomad City Hotels. But that's why we're working on everything right now before launching. Going to find somewhere to park the car, and then we'll go to the hotel. This is the first, this was previously reception, but our hotel will be without reception, so it will be self-check-in, self-check-out. So this will be to actually a room. We're getting many hotel rooms being made right here instead. So we are, as you see, there's even reception here, but it will be now a hotel room. So let's get up and see the rest of the rooms. As you see, this is the different rooms. Whoa, there's a lot going on right now, as you see, but it will be with digital lock, so you can write in the code and then the door will open. And also here, look, we just received all the furniture, all the hotels. This will be one of the big rooms with double beds.
Is this the premium bedroom?
This will be the premium. There is a really good view. If you can come with me, then you'll be able to see it. But there's a really nice view from here. And this one is a super great bedroom, but we're right now using it, I guess, as a storage, while the other rooms, everything is being furnished.
How much do you list this for?
It's being booked for 2,500 kronas per night. That's, how much is that? That's more than 450 euros per night. And it's getting booked. Lukas! We're recording.
Are you recording?
Lucas is the third partner. He's actually the COO of the company, so he's handling all the shit that I can handle or I won't handle. He's handling it, and Lucas is taking the tough job by making sure this whole hotel is getting furnished. And also one important thing to say: we are never too fine to help with furnishing. So even though that we have such a big company now, making so many million turnover, Lucas are still also helping the guys with finishing.
Carrying all the boxes, the heavy boxes, that's my job.
Always a pleasure to meet you, bro.
Lucas, tell us something about the hotel. How's it going? We're getting live next week.
At the moment, as you saw in all these rooms, we still have a lot of boxes still not unpacked. We are aiming to be done Monday, so we're busy.
We're busy. There's a lot to
Too
be done.
busy to film.
Too busy to record.
We're busy.
Alright, should we show some of the other rooms? Yeah, this was a finished room last time we were here, but it's because our photographer Francesco, we have an in-house photographer who was taking pictures so that we could list the different hotel rooms. But everywhere, as you see, Kevin, everywhere there is packages everywhere.
All the
That's
rooms
insane.
are filled
All
with,
the rooms.
with boxes.
Yeah, all the rooms are. But this one this one is not. It's looking really good. I like this room. So it's like a standard bed with a place to sit. It has the basics. Important to notice that this hotel here in Frederiksberg is not the same as the one in Untold, because in Untold there is private bathroom for all the rooms.
Oh, really?
This one doesn't have it. It has 7 bathrooms per floor level, but it's still private, so they can still lock it. They can take a shower and toilet without it being like public access for everyone. So there is a limited amount of bathrooms for each floor level. That's why it's also a bit cheaper than what it is usually. But we're also, at the same time, we're doing the furniture is quite expensive furniture. So we have spent a lot of money on finishing the hotel, and we're trying to do it be a kind of a luxe hostel, if you can say that. And I think that I mean, look at the mirror, the painting, everything. I think everything, like even also these kind of bed tables for the beds, the bed lamp. I think, and the double bed. I think we're doing it in a way that we are getting a target of people that the other hotels in Copenhagen haven't seen. Because if we had to make it a standard hostel, then we would compete with everyone else, and we're not competing with anyone else. Even though I'm actually doing some of the prices, I'm doing all the pricing of all our apartments and the hotels. And the funny thing is, every time I change it, I can see some of the competitors changing it immediately. So that's really great. I feel like we are somehow controlling the market because we have a lot of rooms, and it's high end, but at the same time it's still a hostel.
Hostel,
But
high-end hostel.
Jasper was out. You were out with the guys negotiating the prices for all the furniture and all these things.
Yes.
It was with Lukas, the responsible ones for the hotel.
Yeah, we always want to make sure one of us, Lukas, Noah, or I, are at the office at all times when we have employees there. So in the evening, when I'm done at the office, I will also go to this hotel and put on the gloves and start working. So we will always,
Everyone is participating.
yeah.
Everyone is I can be honest and say, because we are really
Almost.
honest. Almost everyone. I haven't been finishing anything after the first 4 or 5 apartments, but I've been sitting with some of the tougher things. I closed this deal with the guy. I closed the hotel at Odense. I think we trust each other really, really much. I was not at the office yesterday. I worked from home, but we have this kind of relation. We are not only partners. We are really, really good friends. We have traveled several places before. We recently went to Egypt like last month. So we're trusting each other and we're helping each other, and Lukas, as I see now, I start getting a bit nervous because I can see, okay, we are live in 1 week. We had a lot of people checking into the hotel, but I know the guys will manage to make it.
I think it's the best for all of us that Noah isn't here because he doesn't have the patience.
I don't have the patience.
If we had to say, oh, you need to do this, you would be, shit.
I'm not good at that. I'm good at delegating tasks, but I'm not a guy, and I'm not really handy. I don't know how to hang up things. I'm not that kind of.
No. I think it's the best decision.
It is the best decision.
That Noah isn't here.
It's for the better good.
And we spent a lot of money. Just to say, we have spent more than 6 million kroners on just these 2 hotels.
6 million.
That's a lot of money. Without any investors. I mean, it's the money that we made, we spend it. But we also have an expectation next year to end on 200 to 300 million. And I think definitely that's something that we can achieve. So we're not compromising anything. Even though with the locks and the furniture, it is what it costs. There's no need to make it cheaper. Of course, we're really good at getting good deals. Funny thing is, the guy from Ilva found me on Instagram, so that's how we got in touch with that guy. But we are spending whatever it costs, and then we are gonna make the profits. We know this summer we're gonna make a lot of money, and then we can reinvest it and keep some money in the bank account and be a bit more like rest more assured, because last year we just spent everything that we earned. And same this year, but after the summer we'll make a really good bank account with a lot of savings.
So for this kind of business, do you need a lot of liquidity?
That's what you see. Actually, most hotel owners, we're not like the traditional hotel owners. Most hotel owners are guys with a suit on, and they just got it from their father or their mother or their parents. They're like, it's generation, like owning the hotels. It's not usual that it's some young guys, average age of 24-year-old, me, Lukas, and Jasper, getting a hotel. That's not quite usual because it costs a lot of money. People can't afford it. But we spend a lot of money, and that was the money that we earned on the different companies. Even some of the money was earned from the cleaning company. So all kind of companies that we have are participating and helping with paying for this. And we also made a decision, all companies that we make and we're part of, we're doing them together. So I'm not making, of course I'm part of the Spain company beside this, but I'm not making any companies without these guys. So every company we make, we do together, and it's the same amount of shares that we started Nomad properties with, and that's the way we do it.
So how long have you guys been working together? Or known each other, perhaps?
We've known each other since we started, actually. Since Nomad started. Noah, he started 3-4 months prior to my arrival to the company. Lukas and I, we started full-time 2 years ago almost, in May, where you had 6 apartments. So Lukas and I, we started full time, and then in the first year, Lukas and I, we were sitting in different cafes. We were driving on bicycles, renting bicycles from Sylvan to go with linen and go with service gear and everything to every apartment. So Lukas and I, we spent a lot of man hours in driving around the city, as well as closing new apartments and new clients.
And the funny part of that was I just spoke yesterday with our accountant. He said they have office in Hvidovre, which is like 10 kilometers away from the city center. The guys used to take a bike, rented bike, and drive all the way, coming straight into the office. And he was like, "Should I offer you something to drink? Are you all right? What happened?" But they rented a bike from Silva, and then they took it all the way to Hvidovre because we didn't have anything. So this is a really traditional story of how to start from the really scratch. That's what we did.
Yeah.
For those of them watching this channel right now, how would they be able to find good business partners like you three?
Good business partner, I would say, yeah, it's not easy because Lukas and Jasper didn't have any knowledge before starting in the company. But we sit with each other, we spoke, like most of the things came along. So you don't always have to find a perfect business partner. You have to find someone who are willing to put a lot of work and who are willing to invest time and knows the sacrifices, because that's what's, at least, I mean, now all of us are living in Copenhagen K, the city center, and things are starting to get paid off, but you can't always find someone who knows as much knowledge as you, because I was the one that knew the most how things work, how the system, the PMS system, the CRM system that we use, but and that's what we're still using today. But the guys built up knowledge and they were really willing to put a lot of work.
And I think, as Noah says, find someone who is willing to put in the hours, like yourself, and also find something. You cannot be great at everything, so find someone who is better at different kinds in the business. So Lukas, for instance, is in all the maintenance and all the daily, like being here at the hotel, making sure every room is furnished. Noah and I wouldn't be able to do such a great job as Lukas on that part. So find someone whose strength is not the same as your strength.
Yeah. Jasper's good in front of the camera. We just got the most amount of leads in Nomad housing, where we're helping private people renting out their apartments. The hotels were close by me. All the different companies that we made was my ideas. I'm good at business expansion and thinking bigger picture, and we're visualizing things before we're doing it. But we all have some different strengths. I have some weakness, which is Jasper's strengths. The same goes around. So find someone that's quite good.
Noah always puts out the craziest ideas, and then Lukas and I, we're good at making them walk. I would say. So we put in, like Lukas being here, making sure that it actually gets to be a hotel, reality. Not just signing a deal on the paper.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I want to show something. This is the hotel, and we have just listed it. And what's funny to see is the bookings that we're getting: 6 nights for 13,000, 3 nights for 6,555, 13 nights for 17,550. As you see, it's the Frederiksberg, the Frederiksberg hotel that we're in right now. 16 nights for 34,000. So we're getting a lot of bookings right now for the hotel, and the revenue is insanely high.
So there's no turning back right now.
There's no turning back, and we're doing really good. I have a lot of trust in the guys. We didn't see the service employees. They're furnishing the different rooms. We saw Lukas is taking a huge responsibility right now, and he's doing a good job.
Let's go.
Hvorfor I synes den der?
Alright.
Hvor vi lige sidder og snakker om sommerkontra.
Shit, man.
Vi sidder og spiser Dubai chocolate.
Summer buddy's getting there.
Next year.
Next year. Okay. No, let's switch to another topic. We're heading back to the office after the coffee, and then we have a meeting with our CFO, Florian. We'll speak a bit with him. Then we have lunch. It's almost lunchtime. I'm also getting a bit hungry. And then we'll go through the financial statements. And right now we are making a plan for April, because we have really high expenses coming up for April, because we're paying. So the way the hotel industry, hospitality industry works is like you pay 3 months of rent in advance. So every third month, every quarter it's called, you're paying the rent. So that's what we have to discuss.
Yeah, we have a lot on the table. Also, Noah wasn't here half the day yesterday at the office.
The whole day yesterday, all day.
Actually, the whole day. I was trying to be good to him, but yeah, the whole day he wasn't here. So when you've been out just one day from the office, there is a whole lot to take care of. So it's gonna be good to have a catch up with our CFO for him and see what's up.
And then within 2 weeks, we'll have a lot of employees back in the office. We have some that are out of the office. We have some that are on vacation. But 1st of March, we'll have everyone back. I made a presentation to speak about the whole Nomad group. What's the plan for the summer? What's the plan after summer? What's the goals that we have to reach?
Yeah. Also, we are starting a whole new sales team. So this month we got 2 new sales guys. So we of course have Ludwig at the office, our head of sales, on the guys, teaching them everything. But it's also good that Noah or I are at the office to keep a watch that everything is going as planned. So yeah, let's drink up the coffee and go back to the office.
Yeehaw! So now we just arrived at the office. The office is, as you see, located in the heart of Copenhagen, in the city center. That's important for us because we have a lot of meetings. So it's important that it's quite central, close to all our different apartments, the hotels, everything. So it's easy for every employee to get into the office. Here, the first thing that you will see is a long hallway. And there's a long way down to the different departments that we are sitting in, the different companies, but everything here is only Nomad, so it's only the companies that we own and the employees that are our own. But here we have the meeting room, where we are sitting here and having a meeting. Quite big, and then I'm usually writing everything up there, making some plans, or presenting something on the screen. This way we have a separate room. If someone is having a meeting or someone just wants a bit silence, they are able to sit here. Inside we have Florian, our CFO. He's sitting with all the financials for the different companies. He's doing a really good job. He's also, he has an accountant degree, so he's really clever with maths and different numbers. This is the room of mine, so I'm sitting here every day. I usually also have the screen on with the different numbers where we every day can see every time we get a booking, every time we are closing a long-term rental for the expats, whatever we're doing, and also a lot of numbers there as you see. I didn't shoot this one myself, but we'll keep it private.
If anyone asks,
Here is the room where we're eating lunch. So we just got lunch. We can see what's for lunch. Let's take a look. And the guy sitting there is our head of cleaning. It's Atik. He's doing a super good job. We're recording. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, no problem. Yeah, but you just sit and speak. It's fine. For lunch, there's rice and with some chicken, I guess, salad, some different things. We're always getting some bread as well. Every day there is a new kind of food for lunch. So it's super great with us because it's getting like every day we're getting something new to eat. So and people don't have to take food with them from home.
Bit boring today, maybe.
Yeah, a bit boring.
But sometimes it works.
And also, as mentioned, we are filling up the fridge for the employees, as you see. So we are always having things filled up with the coffee machine also behind for whatever people are asking for. Right now we have a lot of people out of office, but usually people are sitting here. Lukas is sitting at that table. We have Arthur sitting there. Luis is sitting there. Then we have Nessa, who is sitting with our business, all kind of new business development. We have some amazing views for this city center, which is super nice. And then we have our accounting team sitting there. But right now it's such an empty office. But everyone is out doing whatever they're doing. And then we have the shared space where people can sit, spend more minutes, have somewhere to sit, and can just relax a bit. So everything is not happening through the screens. This long row here is different departments. So we have our sales department, our summer houses, and then the between the team, but primarily the sales is being handled there. Jasper's also sitting in that department.
Yes. And as we can see, it's empty. It's because, of course, as you just saw, the hotel. And this is the maintenance room mainly. So all the guys who usually are sitting here are working hard on the hotel.
It's the whole operational department. And then we have here kind of closed door.
Another small meeting room where you can have a Google Meet or a call if it needs some silence.
Now we arrive and there's a lot of work that has to be done. So let's get into the work. That was it from today's video. It's totally new for us recording these long kind of videos, documenting everything. We've been used to taking the short videos and documenting everything short form. But I hope you liked it. I hope you liked seeing what we do in the day. I have private multi later. I had to meet with my girlfriend later. We have a lot of meetings, Jasper and I. We have to sit with our CFO. We have some lunch we have to eat. There's a lot of things. I also have to call my lawyer. So there's a lot of things going on right now. So we're busy, and this is the end of the video. If there's something that you guys want to see, depending on the different kind of company, something within my private life, whatever it could be, write down in the comment, like and subscribe, because there's a lot of exciting stuff happening. We're expanding internationally with Nomad and different companies. So stay tuned, because it's going to be exciting, not only for me, but also for you.